Explorers, and welcome to the Explorers Club. My name is Stephanie. Are you ready for today's adventure? You are? All right, well, let's get started. So today we're going to explore two things. One is, I'm going to take it out of my pocket, a compass, very cool, and a whistle. So to start, when we go out on an adventure, we're going out on a trail, we're going for a hike, especially when we're in the woods, it is handy to bring a whistle with us. Do you guys know why? Maybe? Yeah, it's for in case we get lost, and then we can use it to signal either people in our group. So let's say we're walking and we get separated, we can whistle and then they will hear us. And if we're lost in general and we want to let other people know that we are there and looking to find our way out. So it's a good way to signal to other people where we are. So it's always great to have a whistle with us. And the second thing is a compass. So today we're going to learn the basics about how using a compass. There's very many things that we can do with a compass. The one I have here is very, very basic. So let's look a little bit closer on how a compass works. All right, explorers. So to learn the basics of a compass, it's all going to depend on the age of your little one. You know, how simple or how complicated you go. But I'll explain in general, and you can also do your own research to help you out with this concept. But I'll go over the basics of what is found in a compass. So to start, we need to look at how to place our compass in our hand when we're using it. So it has to be, as much as possible, flat on our palm, like this, so that the little arrow on the inside can float properly, and it's not sitting on one end or the other. So this way it can float, and as we move, it has the ability to turn. Okay? Now, second, we need to know what these letters are in our compass. So we have an N, S, W, and E. So these letters represent the 4 different directions. So when we're traveling somewhere or walking somewhere, we could be going in north, south, east, or west direction. So that's what we find on our compass, which helps us orientate ourselves when we are walking or hiking or going anywhere. And then there's this arrow in the middle of our compass. So this one has a red and a white tip. So the red tip is actually magnetic. So it will be attracted to its opposite pole. And this one is attracted to the North Pole. So the Earth has its own magnetic field. And so this arrow is attracted to the North Pole. So whenever you put it down, it will always point north. So to understand the concept of magnets and their different poles, I have 2 magnets here, and if I put them this way and try to stick them together, they push against one another, and I can't stick them together because they're of the same pole. And then if I turn them around again, and then I try to stick these 2 together, it's the same thing. They're pushing against each other because, again, they're of the same pole. But then if I turn only one around and try to stick it to the other, it sticks because they're of opposite poles. So that's what's happening with our needle on our compass. It is attracted to its opposing pole. And we have to make sure that when we're using our compass that we don't have any magnets or anything metal with us, because if you can see, if I put this magnet close to it, it controls the arrow. So I can't have my magnets close or else the needle won't work on my compass. So But as you can see, if I turn my body, whoops, where am I? Yep, if I turn my body, the arrow will always point north. All right, so we can let our little ones play with this this compass depending on their age group. They can have fun seeing the needle turn, depending on where their body is placed. If you want to go more in detail for your older little ones, there is a spin, there is a dial around the compass that turns like this, and it has a little white, on mine anyways, it has a little white line. So with this, on different compasses, there might be numbers, which is different degrees, but mine is very simple and just has this wheel. So this is useful for when we want to actually go in a certain direction. So let's say I want to go west. I'll put my little line to the west. I'll place this in my hand, like so. And this is the direction I want to go in, this way. And now I have to place my needle pointing to the north. So, and this is called in different places the doghouse, the shed. It's different terminology. So now I'm going to turn my body until the red arrow is to the north. So I'm going to turn until it points to the north. Now I know that I can walk this way and I'll be going west. So these are just different ways to also teach our little ones that want to go more in detail on how to walk in certain directions. I will attach a YouTube video that someone made with their little ones that goes a lot more in detail about the different components of a compass. They use one that is a little bit more advanced, but so if you want to go more in detail, I'll attach this to this video and you guys can check it out. Alright explorers, so that's a little bit of a tutorial on how to use a compass and what a whistle is good for when we are out exploring in the bush or in an area where there's not many buildings or houses. If you guys have any questions about this activity, don't hesitate to send me a message or an email or an inbox on Facebook. I'd be glad to answer any questions as best as I can. I hope you all have fun, and don't be afraid to send me pictures of your adventure. I'd love to see how it went. But otherwise, we'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.